take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail heroic. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to kiss your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. All good, important issues are new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. And the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a beefwork factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest.
A special pride never written before or since. Tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Sinema Saturday for Saturday, September 26, 2020. Today we are watching the 1986 nerd cult classic SpaceCamp. If for some reason it is a single word title, there is no space in the official title. It's just space, SPACE, then capital CEAMP. That is the technical title of the movie. For whatever reason, it's not 2 words. It's a 1-word title with double capitalization. Makes making tags for the video quite difficult to be official. Yeah, I have not seen this movie in well over 20 years. I was definitely a teenager, probably a younger teenager last time I saw this, and just going through the footage last night and this morning, getting the videos ready for today, I was shocked to see, and I only saw a few seconds here and there, how well the quality of the effects seemed to hold up. But man, when I heard some of the dialogue, I got a little worried. This might be a much cringier movie than I ever remembered it being. So we'll see. We will see how things go. Let me get to the chat and everybody who decided to come. A big thank you. I noticed it's an unfortunate time today. Everybody is streaming. There is at least 4 or 5 streams I've got notifications for from people I'm subscribed to. Everybody was starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. That was 4 minutes ago. And I know LDG is still streaming. He's got just a few more minutes left to go in his Married with Children stream. So I do thank everyone who has shown up. I greatly appreciate it. And I know it's a very busy time, but such things happen on occasion. 47 Yorktown was first that I can see. Says SpaceCamp, spelt correctly, mind you, equal parts bad timing and marketing nightmare. Yes, SpaceCamp 1986 movie. Also a Challenger, I believe, right? Yeah. I guess the Challenger must have blew up first because, that happened in January. So this movie came out later that year. Oh man, it's probably the worst, probably even worse than Spider-Man with the Twin Towers. At least they had the chance to re-edit that, take the Twin Towers out of Spider-Man. Wesley says, Birdo Prey, hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla. Now skip to all the chats, press play, and take a nap. Yeah, Mamo Prey is already betting I'm going to fall asleep. Sisso Prey left a couple of hours ago. With Nephew O'Prey, we were up quite late last night. And yeah, I was half asleep about an hour ago. But I got some cool air, breathing coming in, waking me up. Hopefully the movie keeps my interest. And Wesley says, just kidding, I'll be at work. Oh, I'm sorry, Wes. But he says, have fun. And he says, what is SpaceCamp? Well, I just explained it. Carlo Albanese, hail Caroga, hail Carlo. And he can't wait to see SpaceCamp again. It's been years. Yes, absolutely it has. And Wesley says, and I've never seen SpaceCamp, and I'm going to miss it today as well. I'm so sorry, Wesley. Mamo Price says, just quit your job already. Josh Reed says, is this another one of Caroga's so-called space program documentaries, like the last two? Well, it might share certain similarities to the Krogan space program. Wesley says, John Street, I missed the last two movies. What were they? What week is it? Where am I? Well, last week was Apollo 13. And to be honest, and I forget what it was the week before that. Wesley says, John Street, why am I compelled to say hail Caroga? Because you're among friends, Wes. It was, oh yes, Apollo 13 and Project X. Thank you, Josh Street. John Street says, remember down with the evil presidente of Birdo Prey 5 of Turkestan, all hail the co-god emperors of Caroga, not Ryan Johnson, Rock Solid, Wesley, and Sassy. Oh, that is quite the committee. Quite the committee you have in charge of Caroga. And then I said, hail Caroga. And then Josh Street says, you are the El Presidente of Turkestan. Why are you hailing Caroga? And he says, remember, if you want Birdo Prey 5 to read your comment when the movie starts, use @Birdo Prey 5. So @Birdo Prey 5 will read the comment for @Birdo Prey 5, or just put @Birdo Prey 5 in all the comments. So Birdo Prey 5 reads everything, and Birdo Prey 5 doesn't fall asleep like Birdo Prey 5 always does. I'm not going to fall asleep today. Carlos says, hey, I hope everyone is well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. And Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, Cinnabon. Josh Street says, if you want to watch along with Bird, go to birdoprey5.com, scroll down to the bottom for the screening room. Yes, you can also use the direct link that is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now, birdoprey5.com/SR. That will take you directly to the screening room. In the screening room, leave your YouTube window open, of course, but in a separate tab or a separate window, bring up the screening room and you can watch the movie with me, my copy, as I watch it as if you were here with me in my living room. And if you have your own copy, this is from the Blu-ray of SpaceCamp, then go ahead and get it queued up. We are paused 10 seconds into the movie, just when this logo comes on the screen. So we're paused 10 seconds into the movie. And if you don't have the screening room, if you can't go to the screening room and you don't have your own copy, never fear. You can just watch the screenshots here on YouTube. There'll be a new screenshot about every 10 seconds. They'll just let you keep up with where we are in the movie. If you've ever seen it before or you choose to watch it later, you have some idea of what's going on. But of course, on YouTube, we can't play the audio through YouTube because they would not like that. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, I'm here just chilling out on your couch, waiting for SpaceCamp with you. I'll clean up when I leave. Well, thank you, Carlo. Hail Caroga, absolutely. John Street says, yes, all hail the co-god emperors of Caroga, not Ryan Johnson, Rock Solid, Wesley, and Sassy. Resolute Germ says, hi all, Qapla, Resolute Germ. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, this is not the normal, no. No, we changed up the opening credits, Wes. Resolute says classic is being very generous. Yeah, I am being generous. A nerd classic. Carlo was 1 when this came out. 1985, I guess. John Street says, remember if you want Apple to pray. Yes, I read this already. You already posted that. You don't have to post it twice. Joseph says, yay, I managed. I thought you would stream 1 hour earlier. No, I was streaming 1 hour later today. And what I'm going to do is, if it works, link to panel. I'm putting it in. Let's see. Does YouTube take it? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So if you guys want to come up on the panel, we're going to do an open panel today. I don't want to fill up to 10 people, but we get a few people on, so we have a decent panel. I'd be very happy. Resolute says, Bird will be asleep in 20 minutes in. I hope not. Carlos says, Kuroga built the robot. Now that is definitely Kurogan engineering. Dee Myers says, Qapla Bird, how are you and your whole family, along with Sassy, the star of Kuroga? Sassy's well. We were all knocked out after Sisso Prey left with Nephew Prey this morning. Mamo Prey, me, and Sassy. We're all very, very tired, but Sassy was the only one of us who got any sleep. Sassy was sleeping all over different parts of the floor of the house that we'd never seen her sleep on before. She was sleeping. Carlos says, I think Bird of Prey will stay awake for the first hour of the film. I do too. In fact, I forget to look how long is the movie. I think it's an hour and a half, an hour and 47 minutes. Probably like an hour 40 without the ending credits. So, okay, it's not the longest movie, but it's not the shortest movie. Super Blubberpuss says, hail, sir, Qapla, Super Blubberpuss. Welcome. And there's the link to the panel, and it is for our people on YouTube, our people on Facebook, and our people on Twitch. But it's the same link for everyone. Jeff Franklin, Qapla. Jeff Franklin says, future guy is always early, Yosef. And Jeff Franklin says, remember, if you want to use App to Pray 5 to read your comment. God damn it. Everybody's putting this in. Remember to put App to Pray 5. So App to Pray will read the comment for Bird of Prey. Just put Bird of Prey 5 in all the comments. Right. Yeah. So I read it all. Richie Pools. Yay. SpaceCamp. Yes. Yes, indeed. Richie Pool. So I think we're going to go ahead and start to get ready and actually watch the movie. Did the link come through to the panel? Yes, it did. It came through, but nobody is joining the panel. I didn't have time to send it to everybody directly today, so I'm putting it in the chat. So please don't feel offended. And this is a general casting call for anyone who wants to be on the panel today. So feel free to come on up if you wanted. Today is your chance. And if you're a regular, you're also welcome to come up. I just didn't get a chance to send it to anybody directly. Happy Dinosaur 8000 says, Qapla day to you, my pal, Bird of Prey. Sorry I haven't been around your streams much lately. It's okay, Happy. People get busy. We saw Kronos for the first time in days or weeks this morning. Kronos is okay. He was just taking a little break, but Kronos is out there. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, remember audio. Well, actually, in this setup, there's no audio I have to really worry about. I just have to worry. If you do come up on the panel, though, I do ask that you have either headphones, on, or you keep yourself muted, except when you want to talk. This way, the audio doesn't bleed through. Because that's the only problem, is when the audio bleeds through. That would be it. So yeah. Dee Myers says, I'm glad, Bird of Prey, that all of you are doing well, including Sassy, but sorry You didn't sleep very well. Well, it's not that we didn't sleep very well. We just didn't get a lot of it. The intendant says, please do Howard the Duck if you haven't already. Howard the Duck, man, I haven't seen that movie in also almost forever. I will put it on the list, the intendant. We'll see. We'll see. We'll when we return to democracy, we'll see what type of voting, how it does in the voting. Super Blubber Puss says, I wish I could stick around. Need to return to work. Take care. Qapla, Super Blubber Puss. Night Breeze, Qapla, Bird of Prey. Great movie choice. Thank you. But we'll see how it goes. And Carlo missed Kronos. Glad he's okay. Yeah, he was on the early streams this morning. So he is okay. So, okay, guys. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started. I will put the panel link in on final time. If new people come in, please point them to it. And I'm going to head to the screening room and we're going to do our countdown and we're going to just start the movie. This does not have a Deep Space Nine theme. Josh reaches Bird of Prey, do an old movie called Maracros. Do you remember the love? I've never heard of it. Not Ryan Johnson says hello on Qapla. Hope everyone has a great Saturday. And remember, for the best non-offensive content, check out the Joseph Patrick channel. And Happy Dinosaur is going to be right back. He's going to share the stream. Thank you so much, Happy Dinosaur. Resolute says these go much faster without a panel anyway. And with that, welcome Jeff Franklin to the panel.
Hello, Bird.
The panel. Thank you, Jeff. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invite.
You're always welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready and hit play. Is that good with you? Are you set to go?
That is good with me. I have my drink and I'm all set.
Have you ever seen this movie?
Yes, it was probably the last time in the late 80s.
Yeah,
very long time.
It's been a long road since this movie. John Street says Macros is macros. Oh shit! I hit play. Okay, hold on. I gotta hit play on YouTube, and we'll hit play again in the streaming room. I don't think there's any audio yet, so don't get freaked out if you don't hear any audio. Okay, what are we at? 13. 14 seconds. There we go. Okay. Now the audio starts. A little bit of music. ABC Motion Pictures. SpaceCamp. Starring Kate Capshaw.
Did I hear you right when you spelled out camp? I almost thought you put an E in there, a C-E-A-M-P, I thought you said.
Did I say an E in camp?
I thought you did. Maybe I misheard
Mamo
you.
Prey says I did too.
Aha. Well,
I guess I misspelled camp. I mean, I know how to spell camp. I know it's C-A-M-P. Leaf Phoenix. This is, in fact, the first film of Joaquin Phoenix. He's in here as a little kid, Max. That's how long ago it is. He grew up to become the Joker. Carl says, yep, he did. So nobody was going to call me out on it until Jeff. Cinnabon says, this movie made me want to learn to fly and steal a space shuttle. Never got to steal the shuttle. Well, I mean, they claim the shuttles aren't flyable in their present conditions, but I suspect that you could still just steal one from the Air and Space Museum or wherever the other shuttles are. Don't take the one in New York, the Enterprise. That one was never meant for space. But the others, I bet you could still fly them. I think it's just some conspiracy. They're trying to tell people they're not airworthy anymore, just so people don't steal them. But I mean, would you really destroy the shuttles when we had to, destroy an asteroid coming at us? They're the only things we had left. I don't believe that. Aw, fun girl. Growing up, seeing a shooting star. John Glenn winked at her. I'm sure this is based on a true story.
Now, Bird, we're not going to let you fly the shuttle.
I do have to fly around the vehicle assembly building one day on Flight Simulator.
No, you don't. We don't want you crashing into the building.
I'm going to land on the roof. Richie
That's
Pools
what you
is
call
bird
it.
prey. Maybe that was the space shuttle that you saw flying over Bayside last night. Could be. You're going to SpaceCamp, lady.
Didn't one of the X-Plane games have a feature where you could fly the shuttle?
I had the shuttle in Microsoft Flight Simulator 10.
Oh,
Look,
really?
a Jeep. Why do all my favorite movies star Jeeps? Just see? It must have been something subconscious. Because Jeep drivers are always the coolest people. Resolute Germs is bird of prey. Have you shown Spaced Invaders yet? For some reason, that kid makes me think of this movie. No, I have not. John Street says the Jeep was in all 80s and early 90s movies. He's got a fire extinguisher. He's very responsible. Okay, now that's not indicative of Jeep owners to park in someone else's parking space. Perfect Karogan landing next to the Jeep.
You're dreaming, Bird.
I'm surprised they're allowed to land so close to other people. One little mistake and so many decapitations.
That's why they don't let you fly.
Not Ryan Johnson says Space Camp is Bird of Prey's favorite movie confirmed. I always wondered just how close to real this movie was. I mean, Space Camp was a real thing. Good move picking up the color that she's on the same team.
Bird, that's dishonest.
He's seeing what he wants and he's going for it. It's bold.
And dishonest.
And Richie Poole says Bird of Prey's favorite movie is actually Crystal Skull, but he'd never admit it.
Well, we know Richie Poole is right. I remember that.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to assign jobs. And he grows up to be Geordie LaForge. It's a shame about losing his eyes. Oh, Tish.
Oh, he must live for a very long time, Bert, if he makes it to the 24th century.
I have a feeling she grows up to be Sarah Silverman in the Voyager episode. Oh, she's waiting for signs from intelligence. Wow, she just insulted her. Max. Wow. What a nerd. Junior camp. Jedi Bill, it's going across the bottom of the screen. It's birdoprey5.com/SR. You can also go to www.birdoprey5.com and scroll down. Hideo Takamine. Isn't it just that's how it works? Oh, he looks like Tom Paris too. Sovereign. Welcome, Pixel 8. Wow. Oh man. Wow. That's what happens. Thank you, Jeff.
No problem, Bert.
Looks like a shuttlecraft.
Yeah, it does have that look to it, doesn't it?
And it was most upsetting to know that there was nothing like that at NASA. Is that more or less expensive than number 5?
I would say less.
I thought number 5 was 22 million. I don't remember.
Well, government always overspends.
Star Trek Nitpickers is what's Marty's McFly mom doing there? Yeah. And guys, please, if you have not already checked out Star Trek Nitpickers, wow. Please subscribe to the Star Trek Nitpickers channel. He is only several users away from getting to 1,500 subs. And I would love to see him get to 1,500 by the end of the month. Possibly by the end of this stream, if you know. I don't know how realistic this is the girls' bunk at SpaceCamp. Probably Carlo, if I thought I could get away with it. Yeah.
Well, you are a rule breaker, Bird.
Maybe it's a little insulting to the female astronauts already that none of them are going to get commanders. Mr. Miles, well, when we watch the movie, yes, it tends to get quiet. You're welcome to come up and speak. Wow.
T-Berg, I didn't know Kuroga had a space camp.
Yeah, if you pay enough, we can call anything SpaceCamp. It's surprising though that all SpaceCamp is very similar to the mines. You just pretend you're mining the moon.
Wow,
In
Bird.
fact, we have the orphans or whoever's going to SpaceCamp go to sleep, and then the next morning they wake up on the moon. They've got to put on their spacesuits and mine uranium on the moon in space. But you know, it looks just like the mines that on Kuroga.
Yes, Mr. Miles,
And
I
the
know it
gravity is
sounds
the same.
crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but that was what Bird was suggesting.
Wait, who? What?
Mr. Miles asked, "You want me to get on the stream and
Yes,
talk?"
yeah, I know, yeah, Mr. Miles. If you're saying it's too quiet. Wow. Beat the crap out of that kid. Oh, wait. He's going to grow up to become the Joker. So, it's Alexa. Here's NASA's
Well,
letting it 20.
T-Berg, I think everything in Kuroga is a crash course.
Kurogan Orphan 1701 thinks he's special. Every orphan is special.
Until they're not, Bird.
Josh reaches Bird of Prey NASA's 2 female shuttle commanders, Eileen Collins and Pamela Melcroy. Sorry we broke your best friend. Please don't kill us when you grow up.
Josh Street says, "That's not Alexa. That is Alexa's grandmother, Bop."
Yes, Miss Miles, if you want to derail it, you can. You're welcome to.
Wow, this isn't Stargate, really?
And this is a young Jack O'Neill. And we're going to see Samantha Carter in a little bit.
Wow, he grew up fast.
She changed her name to Tish. Then she changes it back.
Joseph Petrick says, "Watching with my wife, only the movie without the stream."
But you typed it into the stream.
Oh, Mr. Miles, I'm waiting for Daniel Jackson to show up. Where's the gate? Kilk
Jinx
has to
is
be in this
alive.
somewhere.
John Street says this is the shuttle mission to go get SG-1 when the Death Glider lost power after stopping an invasion. Friends. Then you just befriended a robot.
I know General Hammond's going to show up any second now.
There was no space station at this time.
Well, I'm sure the Asgard gave us a space station by this point. Right, Mr. Miles?
It was awfully close to her chest there. It was a little inappropriate. See, they could have sent every kids up in a real shuttle. They could say it was an accidental launch. Absolutely. Carlos was Space Lab or Star Lab. No, it wasn't. Space Lab wasn't up there in 86. Really? Max got him away? Good question. Maybe have something more than a little in common. Do you like Jeeps?
Richie Poole says, those Asgards can kiss my Asgard. What the hell is an Asgard anyway?
Josh, it's just Bird of Prey. To quote your hero about this movie, you'd say, boom de gassa. Die crashed us the bosses. Hey, blibla, den banished. What? Boom de gassa, then crashed the bosses. Hey, bibla, then banished. Just got to ask for his secrets, and he spills them all. Oh yeah, the Jeep
Well,
does it again.
they are friends, Bird, so.
Maybe not that shuttle, but one like it.
There's your light, Bird. I saw it in the background.
Where's my what?
The light you saw.
Oh, it was in the background. It was in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you see it?
No, I was reading the chat. Josh Street says, you forgot your hero, Jar Jar Binks. And T. Berg says, Bird of Prey, you are such a Jeep date. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo. Yes, Miss Miles. No, everything's not possible in space. Yep. You got her on the hood of your Jeep, right where you want her.
Bird, you need to get your mind out of the gutter.
Me, look at Richie Poole. Mr. Wiles says everything is possible in space, even sonar. STD proved it.
Busted.
Maybe they're Russians working to steal the shuttle. Pop, pop, poop. Yes, he is resolute. Okay. Oh, yeah, some progress. Just as NASA rolls up and blocks him. Wait, is that the A-Team? Carlos was the Salyut space station was 1971 and Skylab was 73. Yeah, it was long gone by 86. Landed in Australia, it did. Yikes. Crikey came down from the sky. Isn't this day 2?
Oh, she said since day 1.
It just seems like I don't want you to be disappointed as I am. This is a man's world. You can't live in it. Resolute says Mir went up in 86. Yeah, but not for NASA.
Richie Poole says, "Oh no, it's Ozzy Prey." Yeah, I know. Couldn't prevent it.
Well, Skylab did fall right on top of us. So Han Solo. Stupid Max. Oh, see, he would have been better off being a Star Trek fan.
But
But
then
it
he
was
would be saying, well, there's no Captain Kirk and no Mr. Spock and no
no
Starship
Federation.
Enterprise.
Yeah, but we know that's bullshit. So boop boop. Eastland says everything sent to orbit must come down. No, that's not true. It could spiral further and further away from the Earth.
Like the moon.
Exactly. Joseph says, I thought this was supposed to be a dumb comedy, but I like it so far. No, it was never supposed to be a dumb comedy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jinx Sears must send Max to space. T-Berg says it depends if you're using Kerbal Space Program or the Kurogan Space Program. Josh reaches Bird of Prey didn't see DS9 to prove that the track sensors were nothing but sonar in the episode Trials and Tribulations. Yes, I have seen batteries not included, T-Berg.
Now, T-Berg, the problem is when a Kurogan is in the Kerbal Space Program.
Resolute says this is a dumb children's adventure. Wait, did the computer just talk to Jinx with a human voice? Jesus, there's over 1,000 new cases of the virus in New York State. It's quite the jump. I just got notice on my phone. There's over 1,000 new COVID cases in New York.
It's probably Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
And all the
Labor
riots.
Day weekend. I don't know. Says these new results were likely due to an increase in testing volume. The rate of test positivity remains at 1%. Okay. The local rate of transmission is 1.09.
We really haven't seen. We really haven't
Sorry.
seen a new spike here.
Well, it had been down to as low as 0.9 at one point. Now it's up to 1.09. It's a little dangerous. Oh. Max is stranded on the arm. They're blowing up this orbiter. Wow. It's a good thing. At least it wasn't Columbia. Derek McManus, Qapla. Josh reaches bird of prey. You're hearing things again. Josh reaches bird of prey.
Smoking
But bird.
material.
Your governor said earlier this week that your state had no new causes, no new cases, causes. Wow.
They look pretty good for being dead.
NASA's going to shut down for 3 years because of this. No survivors. Wow. Wait, did they even count Max, who was stuck outside? They didn't. Max was out there. He died too. Wow. That is cringy dialogue.
I don't know. It's pretty good for 80s robot.
Yeah. This way, if it blows up, you'll be right there. Oh, 4 plus him. Okay, Carlo. Right, because the robot doesn't know what it is. Ah, forever is not going to be a very long time if you give thermal curtain failure. But the booster would never be tested like this. The booster can't shut off once it starts. They still can't be.
And I
Even
find
on
it hard
new
to believe.
rockets.
I find it hard to believe they'd let kids in SpaceCamp go aboard the real thing.
You find that hard to believe?
Mm-hmm.
With their sticky little fingers and their bubble gum. Not to mention, this was probably the worst behaved group of the 4 teams at SpaceCamp.
Carlos says 20 minutes till bird falls asleep warning.
20 minutes was most exciting. Oh, you just told one girl she was going to go up into space one day, but this is going to be her most exciting 20 minutes. And the entire room is empty when they're doing this test. Nightbreeze says that is the failure of bird. As the main engine heats, the booster, it begins. Oh, okay. It begins to ignite it accidentally. The way they made it looked like it had a single engine, a single booster start. Don't step on the chairs. People got to sit on that. Wow. That came really close to kicking him in the face.
Probably deserves it.
Why? Just because he's a guy?
Because he
Doesn't care
failed the
about it.
mission. He got everyone killed.
What the hell good are helmets going to do without the rest of the suit? Mr. Mouse says, wait a second. They're all white. This movie is racist. They are not all white. Do you not see Rudy? Hey, that guy looks familiar. Was that Captain Jellicoe?
I'd have to see him again.
The guy who said Atlantis, do you copy? John Street's Bird of Prey. Let me tell you the story of the fable lost city of Atlanta. That's it. Is that Jellicoe? No.
I was
Maybe.
reading the chat.
Son of a bitch. Okay, Jinx, do your thing. Wow. How excited they're getting. Confirmed on Jellicoe, says T-Berg. Is that a USB plug? Uh-oh.
I don't think that was Ronnie Cox.
Launch us. You're not authorized to launch. Yeah, we'll just launch their space shuttle into space during a test with a bunch of kids in it. Get in the seat. What about all the people that were near the launch pad? It's
We'll
not
just
Ronnie
pretend that they
Cox.
weren't there.
Okay. It's like the people in First Contact that were around the missile silo when the First Contact ship went up. Yeah, maybe we should tell the president or something.
At least the head of NASA.
Get the people at Houston to work. Josh Street's a bird prey. Like we said earlier, they had to launch the shuttle to go get SG-1. And Carlos says, what's the weather like? Is safe? What's flying in space flight path? Do they have a flight path? So many questions. Yeah, they're not worried about the landing sites.
One step at a time. Nation's first unauthorized shuttle launch. Houston should be telling them, not you at the Cape. Intendant is Bird. You were thinking of Admiral Eric Pressman of the Pegasus. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. Yes, not Jellicoe. Riker's dad. Riker's dad?
Riker's dad.
That's not Riker's dad.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh. I don't think this is actually filmed. I don't think they actually launched the space shuttle for this film. I'm sorry, Riker's captain, not his dad. God damn it. The Pegasus captain. Son of a bitch. Shouldn't they have just aborted the launch? They should have popped the shuttle off and let it land at one of those, other places to land.
Yeah, they do
Europe
have
or Africa.
emergency landing places.
Yeah. Now you ask, do I know where it is? Carlos is vertebrae. How would you feel if you called your captain dad like calling your teacher dad or mom? They're in orbit. Wow. Okay, now let's land this in Moscow and alt effect.
Wow. That's what you would do, Bird.
You took my seat, lady.
Yeah, we're all going to die eventually.
Very depressing. uh, now you crash into this ant colony, and the ants get in the equipment, and you have to keep the door closed with an inanimate carbon rod. Oh, different show. I'm going to look through your window, even though there's one right next to me.
Well, they got to share the experience, Bird.
No, it's not Earth, you idiot.
It's Jupiter.
It's Pluto. It was still a planet.
Still is. A dwarf one.
Yeah, but you run out of oxygen. Hey, wait, does that planet look round to you?
Nah, it's flat.
Okay. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can never go home. We're gonna live in space from now on.
Precisely, Richie Poole. The Earth is flat.
Wait a second. That guy is the commander of the mission. Why is she taking charge? Really, Max? You know that much about space, but you don't know what a window is?
Yeah, he was in the junior space camp for, 2 years running, he said?
Yeah.
See, I do pay attention.
They'll be back in 12 hours. Joseph says it was filmed with a fisheye lens. That must be it.
You know the tricks, Joseph.
They won't be alive in 12 hours.
T-Berg says, your re-entry window has crashed. Please restart your planet and try again.
Well, if there's 4 tanks and they can stay up in space for easily 14 days, we're going to have to kill 3 of ourselves to save the rest. Daedalus, of course. A completely fictional space station. The 7-Eleven in space. So they're going to go to the space station and they're going to do a spacewalk, one of the most dangerous things you could possibly do, to try to get oxygen that you hope is there and hasn't been damaged, as opposed to landing on Earth, aim for an airport or an ocean or something. Big field. Even if it is not technically the landing strip.
Well, that's how you would do it, Bird.
You're right. I would do it. I wouldn't go on this crazy expedition to try to get oxygen from a space station that doesn't even exist.
But in this universe, it does exist.
Carlos says, I hope they have a space suit on board. Yes, that's true.
Good point.
T-Bergs is bird of prey. You know all about running out of oxygen in space, don't you? And bullets. Richie Pools is an ocean bird of prey. The shuttle would sink like a rock. I don't think so. They landed okay. It's mostly air.
If they can change orbit to get to the space station, you think they could change orbit to get a quicker re-entry?
It's a Chaloja machine. Oh my God. Is that really how little privacy they have? One of the many reasons I don't want to be in the space station or the space shuttle. Carlos's bird of prey is that we got the idea from your machine from. No, it isn't, but I bet NASA has a patent on the Jaloja machine already. Richie Pools is bird of prey. There is your Jaloja machine. They stole your tech.
You're welcome, Jedi Bill. I'm glad you were able to watch.
Daniel's Hot Topics is Bird of Prey. Hi, Bird. What's up? Just finished watching The Matrix. I am watching all of them in celebration of The Matrix 4. Congrats. Oh, she's an expert at Morse code.
Oh, she read a
That
book
came in
on it
handy.
once.
Well, and even though they don't have a long-range transmitter, for some reason they can get the transmission from this other thing. So, isn't that just wonderful? It's like everything can transmit long distance except audio. It was a fine, fine engineering job. Oh no, NASA not ADA compliant. Jinx can't get up step.
Poor Jinx. He's jinxed.
Sinema says this movie is woke. Carlos is Bird of Prey. In a situation like this, every monitor would be manned, right? Yes, of course it would.
Except
And
in this movie.
Be doing it in Houston, not Florida.
You have to remember, Bird, this takes place in an alternate universe. Just go with it.
No, he's in charge. You already appointed him mission commander. Everybody, stop talking.
Jedi Bill says Jinx is so much cooler than BB-8.
Daniel says, Bird of Prey, is that Elaine McFly? It is. Wow, where is Biff Tannen? Should be better, or she finally lost him by jumping into a shuttle and going into space. Hector says, hola, hola, Hector. Carlos says, Jeff Franklin, Bird of Prey, maybe this really happened and was kept a secret, hidden from history. The launch and the station. Could be, except I have family who live near the Space Center, and they would have told us if the shuttle went up one day without anyone knowing. Star Trek Nitpicker says Terry O'Quinn from Lost, Riker's old captain, also X-Files first movie. IMDb confirms he's in SpaceCamp. And Daniel never heard of SpaceCamp before. Well, it came out in 1986, Daniel. Probably a little bit before your time. They're just cargo bay doors. You don't have to call them CBDs here, people. Does it really take 4 people to open the cargo bay doors? Mr. Miles says, why don't they just call the Asgard for help, or the Tok'ra?
I thought the Asgard weren't helping right now.
And Daniels was born March 22nd, 1987. So yeah, before you were born.
I remember Activision releasing a game for many consoles back in the mid 80s. It was called Space Shuttle. You flew the space shuttle. It was very, very realistic for the time.
I only have 1 hour left. Uh-oh. I think you guys know what you got to do.
Don't go there, Bird. That's very dark.
I already did. I already went there.
Don't go there. No, don't go there.
We went there, Jeff.
Yep. Use
Ooh,
up
Max
that
is getting
oxygen.
lucky. What'd you say, Jeff?
I use up that oxygen. Got to
Yeah.
scream and yell.
Josh says, Bird of Prey, remember when a movie that made 30 million and everyone that made it was happy? Sure. And T-Berg says, Daedalus has the same geometry as the Bird Tower. Yeah, tell her not to. Tell her to let us die. How would they have been put there?
Very carefully.
Hello, 47 Yorktown, Qapla. Yeah, I don't know why they'd be placed like that either, Carlo. Seems very unlikely.
Well, I think part of it is to protect them.
Protect them from what? Aliens?
From
Thieving
micrometeorites.
Russians? Meteorites?
Yeah.
The lattice is not going to protect them from meteorites.
Make it harder to get at him.
Yeah, harder for somebody to take in an emergency. Rezo Germ says, Jeff, he puts kids in the mines. You really think he wouldn't sacrifice them for oxygen? Listen, they don't all have to die.
You're right, Resolute Germ. What was I thinking?
Yeah, he can.
Well, it's a good thing she had that belt.
Yeah. Max, I have bad news. You can never have children. But it's okay. You're going to save everybody's life.
I wasn't going to go there.
Oh, God.
Jedi Bill says, thank you, Bird of Prey 5. Thank you for this movie today.
Oh, you're welcome, Jedi. Daniel says, Bird of Prey, aliens are real. I saw UFO one time. It was bright flashing light in the sky, and there was something going in and out of the ship in the light. Interesting, Daniel.
I saw a UFO once. Oh, poor Max.
You're running out of oxygen, Max. Stretch out your feelings.
Stretch out with your feelings.
He didn't say stretch out with your feelings. He said
Yes, he
stretch
did.
out your feelings, didn't he? Resolute is really not liking Max. No, no one really is. They're going to toss him into the sun using the Canadian arm. If I remember the
Wow.
movie right. You know why it's the Canadian arm, right? Because it says sorry after it tosses him. Soy.
No Canadian, no prey, Bird. I draw the line right there.
If you just take off your helmet, you can reach it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about thank you?
Mr. Miles says, I saw a UFO once. It
Don't
sent me a
give it.
message in big yellow letters. It said I was going to have a good year.
Don't give it to her. She's just going to steal it and take all the credit. Maybe you take all the tanks. I'm just. Two guys, two girls. Couple minutes to live.
We're not going there either, Bird.
Saying I got the kid out of there. It's all mostly. See, Carlo thinks it's a great idea. Oh, he's going to break the space station. No. Max,
You
pull
use
the
the force.
pull the oxygen tank and throw it towards me. We don't need you. We need the oxygen. You know, this is not how space works. Uh,
And just remember, Yosef, it's an alternate universe. The laws of physics could be different there.
yeah, give me that sweet, sweet oxygen. Congratulations, Max. You're going to the moon. Not joking. They're going to be charged $27 million.
I think I'd rather go to the moon then.
Empty. To the hose that says oxygen in.
Carlos says Max spent the next 25 years in jail.
They're all blue valves. I don't know. I think we're supposed to believe all women. It was either valve. It really didn't matter. They all go to the same place. Why didn't you know? How would they know if it was successful?
They can hear it.
It's not how it works.
It's an alternate universe.
Pressure doesn't work like that.
It's an alternate universe. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Exactly. You're idiot proof with different connectors, so you can't hook it up to the wrong. Even in my car or whatever, car 20 years ago, you couldn't accidentally hook up the wrong hose to the wrong side of the air conditioner condenser.
Now she thanks him.
Mm. Oh, what happened? No. Why is he saying it in slow motion? Andy.
Dramatic purposes.
Now who's going to fly away? Your blinker's on, Max. Hal is closing him. She might make it. She'll be okay. She'll be okay, Max.
No, she
Just
won't, Bird.
take your seat. She'll be fine. Look at, she's tired. She's asleep. She's taking a nap. Just let her sleep. Those suits are made to survive re-entry.
Manual override is offline.
Somebody sit in the goddamn chair. That's why he's the commander. Daniel says SpaceCamp looks fun. Not everybody gets to actually go up in space in SpaceCamp. She could be dead already.
Well, let's be positive here, Bird.
You see, though, she could have been famous as the astronaut who died during the SpaceCamp launch. Now everybody's going to forget who she was. There's just another astronaut who went up in space.
Who are you again? Who am I talking to?
God Emperor of the Krogan Empire.
I don't know who that is. Sorry.
Actress says this movie is lacking space trained chimps. Hail Karoga, Carlo.
That's a good thing, Hector.
What did you say? Get her out of the clothes? That seems excessive. Yeah, that's definitely the captain of the Pegasus. Joseph really likes this movie. Lacking explosives and death too. Very disappointing, says Resolute. Cheeberg says, I play space engineers with a guy named Cosmic Chimp.
Yosef, this is a much better movie than that piece of we watched 2 weeks ago, isn't it?
You're Tom Paris. You're like a pilot and an EMT.
That's not Tom Paris.
He's basically Tom Paris. He's based on Tom Paris.
This character came first.
Yeah, but you're forgetting how temporal mechanics work.
Temporal mechanics always gives me a headache.
Carlos has massive internal bleeding, concussion, broken ribs, maybe a back. Yeah. He's jealous. He's like, I'm feeling pretty down too. You want to hug me? It's too bad there aren't like 50 different sites.
Carlos says, I wouldn't want to go back to Earth with those massive electrical storms.
Yeah, they should head for a different planet. You're right. I don't think there's many electrical storms on Mars. Life is like a box of chocolates. Oh, different.
Richie Poole says, Lloyd Bridges played the captain of the Pegasus. The Battlestar Pegasus, that is.
Oh, I thought he was about to kiss her. We've got to get that shuttle back. There's top secret cloaking technology. NASA's never had a mutiny before. Hey, let's all hug somebody. No.
Jedi Bill says, this movie is awesome. Thank you, Bird of Prey 5, Qapla Warrior.
Qapla, Jedi Bill. They're all dead.
You'd think those NASA bigwigs would think of, hey, we got other landing spots.
Yeah, you would think. You have the robot confessing to the crime. Boy, a big can of oil, like Bender. Oh, wait, he takes beer. Wake him up. How would you hear? Oh, they're responding. Every light blinks at the same time.
How convenient. How can you miss that? Yosef asks,
Nobody's looking at what they're saying. Read what they're saying. God damn it.
Yosef says, I missed one thing. Why is there no communication with the control center?
Because they weren't planning on going up, so apparently they don't have the long range radios on board. They only had short range radios.
Hector says, Joseph Petrick, their data plan ran out. Cinnabon says their subspace radio wasn't installed yet, Joseph.
Yeah, you only killed us in the simulation. It wasn't being installed until Tuesday.
Always Tuesday.
Does the helmets really matter at this point? I prefer to be knocked unconscious, to be honest. Wake me up if we make it. John Street says, why didn't they bounce the signal off a telecom satellite? There's plenty of satellites.
Oh no, they're going to die.
Didn't we see this in Airplane 2? Somebody blew a circuit breaker.
Why'd you blow the circuit breaker, Bird?
Somebody was using a flashlight, not a flashlight, a hair dryer and a microwave at the same time.
Why'd you do that, Bird?
Because I was hungry and my hair was wet.
Ugh.
Cinnabon says that's not how a flat spin works. Like he's some sort of pilot or something. Loki's Mornings of Mischief, Qapla, says, is it horrible that I remember this movie? No, it's not horrible. It's wonderful. This is
Welcome,
a great
Loki.
memory.
T-Berg says the music is like Star Trek 4 with the whales. Yeah, it does kind of sound like that.
The robot Jinx. Jinx send Max into space. Jinx and Max friends forever. Josh eats his bird of prey. Your hair was wet, so you didn't want a wet shirt. Oh man, it's so realistic. I just want to let you know we're all counting on you. Richie Fool says this is Bird of Prey's favorite movie, second only to Crystal Skull. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. Nothing gets close to Crystal Skull, Richie.
24. Use the force. Catherine, pull on that thing like you've never pulled on anything before.
That sounded so wrong.
Supposed to. She can't be shy here. There you go. Eject. Eject. Are they dead? You're in heaven, Max. You see the clouds? Yeah, Trish is right. No survivors, Cinnabon.
Why, I wouldn't think heaven would look like that.
Now it's just the landing, right, Carlo? Easiest part.
Unless you're Bird of Prey 5.
There's a New Mexico?
Wow.
Josh Reed says, for Bird of Prey, the crash is the easiest part. Bad news. Your wife is dead. We left her outside the shuttle. We're going to adopt this kid, Max. And somebody arrest the robot. The shuttle, T-Berg says the shuttle's flying to Never Never Land. Oh, and it was a nighttime landing.
Bird, that's how you're supposed to land.
Where's the no parachute?
Runway's long enough.
Jedi Bill says, Bird, you were the pilot. They were all dead in the game of life because you can't turn off crashes. Wow. If you were the pilot, I guess. Causes have a few cigars waiting for you when we land. Josh reaches T-Berg, so Michael Jackson's house. And T-Berg says, you must land with fanfare. And we've got the cast. Lee Phoenix before he was what is it? Joaquin Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix. He was Lee Phoenix, but same guy. Oh, and John Stigman as the bully in the dorm. Rudy had a brother? Wow. So yes, this was SpaceCamp, movie I watched probably 30 or 40 times between the ages of, I don't know, 7 and 14. And then one day I just kind of stopped watching it. Maybe the VHS tape broke. I don't know. But yeah, it was a good part of my childhood was this movie.
Carlos says, Birdo Prey 5, thanks. Excellent choice. Cheered me up. Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga. Glad it cheered you up, Carlo. Glad Yosef seemed to like it. And to whoever else who liked it, I'm happy. For those who didn't, I'm sorry. Cinema Bunny says they all made it back to Earth safely, but unfortunately immediately died of COVID. Carlos says, what's a VHS? And Carlos says, oh, he erased it. Okay. Nitpicker says, I watched this a ton as a kid too. Yeah, I think a lot of us probably did. So next week we gotta talk about next week.
So what's next week, Bird?
Well, next week is another movie, but Bridgie Pool says, thanks for finally showing SpaceCamp. You are welcome, Richie. I was thinking, because we didn't do it, but one of the earlier movies we watched was Ghostbusters. I was wondering if it wasn't time to watch Ghostbusters 2.
That's not a bad choice.
I don't think it's a bad choice, right? But I am in that time. I'll take, if you have excellent suggestions, now is the time to make some.
Well, they're making that third Ghostbusters movie. Do we know when that's coming out?
I'm sure it's been super delayed because of the virus. It's like no movies are coming out anymore.
Well, it was supposed to come out this summer, but we're starting to have some new films again.
Resolute is an actual good movie. Are you meaning Ghostbusters 2 is an actual good movie? This was an actual good movie? Or you want me to pick an actual good movie?
Yes.
I see. Remember, as tomorrow around this time will be, actually probably earlier, probably 2 p.m. tomorrow, we will be doing Futurama episodes 4 through 8 of season 1 for Sinema Saturday Sunday edition. So I hope to see you guys for that.
Now, Richie Poole has the greatest comment that I've seen so far. It is time to watch Crystal Skull again.
It is not time to watch Crystal Skull again. Let's see. Logan's Run, Ghostbusters 2016. That's not going to happen.
No.
Caddyshack, True Lies, Resolutes is Ghostbusters 2, not this bore fest. We just said this was a good movie. Now it's a bore fest. Well, we're not watching this movie again. So this movie's over. Daniel says, it's already over. Yeah, well, you came pretty late, Daniel. You can scroll back if you want, but yeah. Carlo Albany says, Sunday. Birdo Prey may eat the out-of-date spam. Mom will pray save for him after the Futurama review or before. T-Berg says Space Cowboys. Oh, that's interesting. Space Cowboys, Deep Impact. Those movies.
Says True Lies.
Yeah, True Lies. Loki says Army of Darkness. I don't know what that one is. I've never seen that movie. Jedi Bill says that was a joke, Bird. Don't take it personally. Plus, thank you, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Brother Warrior, Qapla Jedi. Die Hard when we get yes, Die Hard will be a Christmas.
LDG Pixel says Caddyshack.
Yeah. Josh Reed is with T. Berg on Space Cowboys. Clint Eastwood in space. Maybe Space Cowboys. So Space Cowboys or Ghostbusters. We'll take an informal poll. Press 1 for Space Cowboys and 2 for Ghostbusters 2.
And 3 for Crystal Skull.
Gremlins, says Arabic, with a new entry. A write-in. Okay, we got Space Cowboys, Crystal Skull, Ghostbusters 2, Crystal Skull, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters 2. Repeat. People are repeating their votes. Vote 1. See, this is going to be November all over again. People are voting more than once. I can't even follow. Ghostbusters. The T-Bird keeps hitting 1. And now, oh, Jesus Christ. Jeff, of course, Jeff, you're hitting 3. Okay, this is why democracy doesn't work. We're going to do Ghostbusters 2 next week. And the week after, I think we will do Space Cowboys. I think we've done enough. We did 2 space movies in a row. So let's come down to Earth with Ghostbusters 2, and then we can get back into space. So yeah, I like that. So yeah, voter fraud, Richie Poole. It's full of voter fraud. This is why we have to have a 1 person, 1 vote rule.
I think T-Berg wants Pi.
Pi? What, the movie?
It says 3.1415968743.
Okay, well, he's wrong. It's 3.141596, and then I believe it rounds up from there. But yeah, so he's close, but he's not perfectly right on pi.
Well, pi is an infinite number, right?
It's just infinite number of after the decimal.
We'll leave it at that.
Resolute Germ says, hooray, after 3 weeks of bad movies, we'll finally get to something good. Resolute, didn't you just say this was a good movie? Oh, that was a joke? You were joking it was a good movie?
This was a good movie.
Josh, it is better than I thought it was. It's better than I thought it would be. Josh says, Bird of Prey, the vote was 10% for all of the movies. The mood slime is a natural. Yeah. So we're going to go Ghostbusters 2. And then if I remember the week after, we will do Space Cowboys. And then we will figure it out from there. So I think we're going to end it here, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out over here. Again, tomorrow will be Futurama episodes 4 through 8. Possibly 5 through 8, possibly 5 through 9, depending if I think. Yeah, we'll probably just finish off the first season tomorrow. So probably episodes 5 through 9, since I'll be able to start early tomorrow. Yeah, then we'll go back to doing 4 episodes after that on Sundays. So I'm looking forward to watching that with everybody, and hopefully we'll have a bigger turnout for the panel tomorrow. And if not, hey, I'm fine. Jeff, if you're around, you're always welcome, as always.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And if need be, I do it myself. I can do it. I've done it before. I can do it again. And I am grateful that I did not fall asleep during this movie. Anyone else doing any streaming anytime soon? I know LDG said like 8 or 9 p.m. tonight he was going to rewatch Married with Children. that he watched earlier. But if anyone else has something coming on, please go ahead and put a link in. And Star Trek nitpickers, if you're still in the house, please go ahead and put a link to your channel if I haven't already. And if you're not I'm pretty sure you're a mod, nitpickers. But if you're not, say hello and I'll mod you. Because we are trying to get Star Trek nitpickers to 1,500 subs by the end of the week. He's at 1,490 something. So, I mean, it's only a few people we need to get him to the 1,500 mark. And he does great work. He does great reviews. He's doing reviews of every Lower Decks, but he also has a completely fan-made cartoon of the Adventures of the USS New York, which is pretty darn funny cartoon where he repurposes clips from Star Trek the Animated Series and certain other cartoons with unique voices and to give himself his own new script. So it's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube. He just finished season 1, and I eagerly await the second season of the USS New York. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, congratulations, you stayed awake. Josh reaches, Bird of Prey, send you a picture of Osmia Chalamika, aka Blue Bee, on Discord. Blue Bee. I will check out Discord, Josh Street. I don't have it open yet, but I'll open it as soon as we finish. Josh Street says, Carlos, this is a recording of Bird of Prey being played by Yosef because Bird is sleeping. No, this is not true. Jedi Bill says, you must watch Time Bandits, Bird. And Loki's Warnings of Mischief says, Forbidden Planet, watch party tonight. Oh, awesome. 6 p.m. Central on my channel. I'm mobile, so I can't link it at the moment. Loki, Forbidden Planet watch party. I was thinking of watching it today, too. You know what? Perfect timing. I'm going to be there for, in the audience for Loki's Forbidden Planet watch party. Perfect. That's actually good timing. Great timing. 6 p.m. So it's 6 p.m. Central, so 7 p.m. Eastern tonight. Awesome. With that, guys, I think I'm going to head out. Jeff, anything you want to say before we go?
Yes, I do. You should all subscribe to Josef Petrick. He's got great content that's non-offensive.
Wait.
Hashtag be like Josef.
Wait. Now, you're saying he has great content, but I think his official line is he has no offensive content.
Oh, I said that too. He has great
content. But you're saying he has great content?
Yes, and it's non-offensive.
What would be this great content? This is
well, you have to go check it out.
Because I thought he said that he has no videos.
Well, that may be.
Then that's not great content. That's no content.
Well, that's great content.
No, it's not a lie to say he has no offensive content. And it wouldn't even be a lie to say he has no bad content. But
well, he has words on the screen, doesn't he?
He has content when he doesn't.
That's content. So he has great content. And it's non-offensive. No offensive content. Hashtag be like Josef. Okay.
Be like Josef. I'll buy it. Guys, check out Josef's Petrick's channel. He has fantastic non-offensive content. You know what? I'll go with that. I'll go with that. And with that, guys, Qapla all. Bird